back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Any second, any minute, your life can change. The moment you stop waiting for validation and start believing in yourself. Don't let the speed of the world dictate your personal pace. Walk with intention. Respect the rhythm that best serves your soul well-being. You me a chat to. Wagwan, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. Give thanks to life and the gathering. Lunchtime, and we have crocus bag of things to talk about, and we have people business for chat. One whole heap of same thing. So catch your style now. From the start of the year, I tell you, so whole heap of police are got jail. I never put my mouth around and talk. Dear me and man, this up. Remember, yes, a man of God, come here. Because I have one question for you ask you. The Pro Box, the white Pro Box to be exact, when the police them a drive up and dog in with the GS license plate. Let me ask a question. Is the duty authorized that they're doing? I just want to know. Because every day I see them PP clock behind the brother. But when the car wash and the alignment stand for a Seaview. When name again? My friend them from Seaview. Where business man name? JAAR? He might pay for that? Me want to know if he might pay for that. Every single day, I see this carrier drive up and down back of him. I mean, me know a police in it, you know. But me want to know. What I want to know is, you know, is he paying for that? Is that duty authorized? You need to tell me in the comment section, and you need to call me and tell me so me can come back and tell the people them say, yo, that authorized. Watch you go and power go on now. Valentine's Day drama. After the boy figure some woman go look around because the phone is singing on the road gang do. Hey boy take him back fist and squeeze the people them girl pick the throat and take away all our money. $90,000 to be exact. Him never bow her up. 35-year-old Christopher Chambers, we call himself Zeeks. Him come from off of Walton Park Road in Kingston 13. The police them slap some charges upon him and that gunshot in him head. Serious charges to the people. Following the incident, Chambers is facing assault at common law, robbery, aggravation, possession of property weapon, use of firearm to commit a felony, unlawful wounding, and assault occasionally bodily harm. The Denham Town Police them tell me, say, my view at about 10:35 p.m., Chambers approached a woman along West Street, grabbed her, and squeezed her throat. Investigators say he then brandished the firearm and used it to lick her across her face several times. Woodum. Bust up her mouth, people, and her nose. Low and swelling. After the physical assault, the accused allegedly took the woman's bag containing $71,000 along with items valued at $20,000 before fleeing the scene. After the man done run gone about him business, you know, some people who they out there and watch everything will take place. And them come to the man and say, alright, you sure you're alright? But we can't go up at the police station so you make one report. Because the boy come from right now, they say no. Sure, no start tell about them people there, some of the people them crosses with you in a real life, you know. But guess what? Don't get in a man and woman business because you might get the end of the stick. Speaking of that, don't come here there a little bit. You don't know what said the madman chop up the lady worker Sampars. Yeah, the madman chop up the woman worker Sampars. She and her daughter, the woman are 63 and her daughter 41. Chop up the two of them. And the woman dead, people. The woman dead right over the because of the thinking ghetto. Don't worry yourself. I get the full details and come back, come tell you about this sad fit true in a real life. Right now, somebody call me and tell me the police are running down around a back road. Then the police spot him and them are running down for no one shot them for shot him and lick him down, kill him. What kind of running and run him down? Shot him and kill him, but when police kill them, you know, people come and start make one all heap and eyes. See that? The people them down St. Elizabeth. When the police then go down, they go kill Alonzo. People them still a cuss. All a man was he must eyewitness. Conco area.
Man who is the suspect, the eyewitness. Can you tell me what happened?
Thursday, about 3 o'clock. Still not sure the exact time. Right? They call them now. The Ministry of Health people them come to give Alonzo book an injection. With the attempt, he locked himself in his house. They leave and went for police. They came back with one police lady trying to get into the house or for him to come out. And he resists and says he's not coming out. He's not dealing with them. He's dealing with private doctor, so they must come out and place. At the same time they were there, the police jeep was passing. They stopped the police jeep. And the police jeep reversed and come back. They tried to call him out, still not come out to keep for them to leave his place. He's not dealing with them. They tried to break off the back padlock of my house to get inside. There's still no access. They came back around the front and they were there for about an hour. 2 of the police that was passing said they don't have no time for this, they must come back next time. The people in the Ministry of Health said they don't have no time to come back. They have to deal with it now. Right? They prolonged to kick down his front door and eventually the door broke. He came out of the house with a machete and a hammer in his hand, telling them to come off his property. Walking towards the police, he never run to him. He was just walking with the machete and hammer in his hand. And suddenly the police gave him 2 shots. And he turned back and collapsed on his veranda. They take him up, put him in his van, in the van back. Then the Ministry of Health people give him the injection and tie him in the van and drove away with it. So that never happened.
It's concerning because you see
concerned because I don't give him no trouble. You know, give him no trouble.
And you are the closest neighbor to him.
Me is the closest neighbor to him. Give my veranda talk to him in my house. He don't give me no trouble. Moreover, the man kneel up himself in our house and them come break on the man's door and force him out like a rabbit and kill him in the yard. He was not threat to the police. He was not threat. They never said that he had me now a compromised position where you have to shoot him to get out. Right? So they kill the man in a cold blood.
Execution style.
Kill him in cold blood, you see everything. You know, ask somebody no question.
Son mine. Use the tear gas then now. Use the tear gas more than we use a lethal weapon which will take the life of the person. As it comes up for the camera, I'm going to go to the last end of this to get more details about the incident. And if it is that the police act out of their way, I'm asking for the full brunt of the law to deal with the police officer. But as I said, I don't know the full details. But if you look in this small radius here of a new building, 2 persons of unseen men have been killed by police. So something must be wrong. Something must be wrong. And we will always have persons with unseen mind. But as I said, there must be a better way to deal with people with unseen mind.
That right there. So the coming down people, me and take a walk, go right round the road. Guess what we got back right to our Bayshore Park? The people that have a bag of things to say. Listen keenly.
Good day. I want to talk to you about the recent killings in Bayshore Park. I am from Bayshore Park, Easy Street, so I am here to tell you how the story actually goes. The death of Junglist, aka Troy, caused the life of these 2 women. The police officers have been getting information on Troy for a while and have been to his place of residence more than a few times, and he wasn't there at time when the officers went to look for him. Everything that is taking place now, from Troy and O'Neill's death to those two women, are based on the road work that's happening now in the community. Punny, who is the sister of the deceased and granddaughter of the other deceased, was working on the road work, and it's all her fault. While on the road work, Punny saw Junglist, aka Troy, Ant-Man, Mario, and Q-Don in a car on multiple occasions. On the first day they pulled up, they didn't say anything, but on the second day they were making inquiries, asking Punny where is Festus, who is the contractor for the road work. Punny replied and asked why they are looking for Festus, and the young men said, they are the one that is supposed to get the contract for the road work. This all happened before the death of Junglist. After the completion of the work for the day, Punny went home and started telling her sister and grandmother what happened on the site with Junglist, Ant-Man, Q-Don, and Mario. While informing her sister and grandmother about the situation, she called Festus, the contractor, and told him that a few men were driving around looking for him, and they were stating that they were the ones that should get the contract for it. Work that is taking place, and all money should run through them. The following week after the incident at the road work, the JCF and the SWAT came and unlived Junglist. They murdered his dog in the yard and then went into the house and murdered Junglist, and a firearm was discovered on the premises, a 9mm pistol. After the death of Junglist, Mario, Ant-Man, and Q-Don heard whispers about what Punny was saying to the contractor Festus, and they decided to retaliate against Punny. They rented a car and stationed it at Punny residence in the late hours of the night when no one was outside. When they went inside the house, they saw Punny grandmother and her sister, at the time Mario, Ant-Man, and Q-Don murdered them and then fled the community. This is exactly what happened, and this is the real truth. Any other stories are to manipulate the situation.
That right there, sir. Come here now. 3 Manchester fast food workers that are supposed to be dead have been charged for their involvement in a card skimming and cryptocurrency laundering ring. They are 29-year-old Shaquille Solomon of Swaby Oak District, 20-year-old Abigail Piddy, a cashier of Confidence Avenue, have no confidence in ourselves, so we know why everyone actually live around there, so. And 20-year-old Shane Williams of Knowles Road, all of Manchester. The worker arrested during an operation on Saturday and are charged with unauthorized access to computer data, simply larceny, conspiracy to defraud, and engaging in transaction involving criminal property. Exactly, go on, power, go on. You see the woman that they rob, she work at the bank. So she got some boom, and she saw a notification come up. Unauthorized transaction totaling more than $600,000. She stopped at the fast food restaurant, and Williams was there. Williams, the big old dirty idiot boy. Him did it. I know him though. Him copy the woman card, people. Use it and go purchase Bitcoin overseas. You know, she said them supposed to dead. Dead them for dead, you know, right now. Not for watch out on the guy drive through people. Make sure you have cash in the hand. Don't use no card. So them there rob people. I tell you the truth, move from right there. So them get gunshot and a gunshot with the one them get. Still not got Manchester. Curious if I tell you, say, you have some little puppet where they overseas, we are use some puppet where they have foot for mash up a parish. But Kiri now do not work still.
I just want to encourage and to implore the persons in these particular areas. So Old England, Ellen Street, Mayday, Comfort Hall, Land Settlement, Albion, Barnstable, Green Street, Cedar Grove, Richmond. These areas in particular for this time are the areas that are giving Manchester the biggest problems, the most headache. We have a very good idea as to what is happening in these spaces, and we recognize that there are some puppets, for want of a better words, on the ground in these spaces that allow themselves to be influenced by persons who are not even in our space. They are somewhere in North America or somewhere else enjoying their own lives while they sit there and press buttons in our space. And I'm saying to these puppets that look at what you're doing in this particular area of the parish, and certainly appeal to your conscience to know that these are your communities, the communities that we don't want to impose any curfews. We don't want to limit anybody's movement in these spaces. But if it is that you continue in this little part of Manchester to create problems, then certainly special measures will be put in place to treat with these areas. Where we are this year, as much as it might raise some eyebrows, we are not worse off than we were last year at this time, roundabout. And I have committed to this parish that I believe that based on the work that we are doing, the level of information, intelligence that is at our disposal at this time, I believe that 2026 should see us doing much better than we did even last year, 2025.
Now people, well they and them friend them still there court. So we can go around the courthouse a little bit.
The senior investigator is the Crown's sixth witness. He testified about his role in the investigation into the September 2017 murder of George Richards on Roger Avenue in the Fairfield Park community of Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The witness said he spent about an hour and a half at the scene, recording details and receiving information before proceeding to the Spanish Town Hospital. At the hospital, the witness testified that he identified the body of a deceased male, noting there were clear signs that life was extinct. The witness said photographs were taken and the body was sealed, after which he started the murder investigation. When asked whether he had identified any suspects during the investigation, the witness said he had not identified any. Under cross-examination, defense attorney Kamar Robinson posed the question again to the witness. But he maintained that he had not identified a suspect to date. He previously testified that as an experienced investigator, he took copious notes regarding the murder. The witness was shown his notebook in court, which contained information about possible suspects. Initially, he said the page before the court did not clearly show names of suspects linked to the Richards murder. After being shown the adjoining page in his notebook, the witness acknowledged that the page containing possible suspects could be related to the murder of George Richards, but said he was reluctant to be definitive because the notes were limited and lacked detailed context. He explained that when information comes in, he records it for further analysis and does not want to mislead the court if he's uncertain. Further questioning sought to establish whether the notes were a continuation from previous pages and whether they related specifically to the Richards murder. The witness disagreed, explaining that his note-taking is not necessarily chronological and depends on how information is received. The witness also denied that defendants Lamar Rowe and Dwayne Frater were ever listed as a suspect in his notes. Rowe and Frater are charged for the murder of Richards.
That right there, sir.
Thanks for watching. This was a MyView TV production. Remember to share, like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, tell a friend for tell a friend, and remember, never bring nobody forward for cheer for him. Walk good.